welcome to my kitchen. Today I've got a really super cute recipe for you. This video was inspired by this little guy who I saw on stories. So cute. I saw him and I thought I've got to make him into a biscuit form. So I'm going to show you how to do it. It's a really easy sugar cookie recipe. So first of all, we're going to make some sugar cookie dough. Unrefined golden caster sugar, soft room temperature salted butter, vanilla bean paste, one of my favourite ingredients. I use it for so much stuff. So biff that in there. You just need to mix this together till it's combined. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can do it by hand. So once that's just combined, so unlike a sponge, don't really cream it, otherwise your biscuits can spread. So it's just mixed together, just combined. Now I'm going to add 1 egg. So just scrape it down, plop that in there, and now give it another, just a slow mix till it's combined. And then lastly, just some plain flour. So you can tip this all in at once. And then just again mix on slow until it combines into a dough. So that's all formed into a dough, it's ready to roll out. This is a really easy sugar cookie recipe and you can use it for any shapes you want. You need a little bit of plain flour for rolling this out. I wasn't very prepared, so I forgot to get my bowl of flour out, so I'm just going to grab that from here. Oh no! I've got no plain flour. Thank you, Lola. Right, so a bit of plain flour, just to dust the surface because it's a bit sticky. You can do it like this if you want to be really, you know, make them taste even better. Top tip, if you like doing a lot of sugar cookies or covering cakes, grab yourself a pair of these. They're about £2 and they're called marzipan spacers or guide sticks, and it means that when you roll out, your dough's going to be all the same thickness, so it's really nice to get a nice even bake if you want to be professional. So rolling pin, and just roll it out until you hit the guide sticks. If you don't have the guide sticks, you want it about ½ centimetre thick. Make sure you keep twisting the dough as you roll out. There we go, so you can hear that's hit the guide stick, so that's just about perfect. And now you can cut out your shapes. I've got this really adorable acorn cookie cutter. If you can't find one of these, you can just draw a template. So just literally print off an acorn, draw around a bit of card, and you can just draw around it with a knife. So you can always make your own shapes if you don't have the cutter. So you just need to have a baking tray lined with a bit of parchment. So I'm going to pop those on there. Give them a little bit of space in between. They won't spread that much, but a tiny bit they will. You can see that they're already all super cute. Okay, so you can just keep re-rolling that and just do as many batches as you want. I'm going to biff this in the oven at about 180 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes, depends on your oven really. Just you want to make sure they're nice and golden brown, and when you touch them, the dough springs back. So I'll pop them in. So yeah, clear away your dough, just carry on rolling those out, and then when they're baked, we'll be ready to decorate. So they're all baked and cooled down, so we're ready to start decorating. So I'm going to start decorating them with some royal icing. So first of all, I'm going to do the outline on all of their little cute faces. So I'm going to take some soft peak royal icing and just pipe by starting on the cookie, lifting my piping bag up, and just then touching in and drop. So basically, when you're royal icing, get the right consistency, and rather than piping the line, just let it drop where you want it, and then you're going to get a neater finish. So begin piping, pull your bag up, let it drop round the edge, touch in, stop squeezing and pull away. Essentially what we're doing is an outline. Oh, I thought I turned my timer off. Okay, yeah, so you're doing an outline in the icing, slightly thicker consistency. This technique is called flooding, if you want to know the professional term for it. So basically it's like colouring in with sugar. All my outlines are done. When you're doing royal icing, make sure you put a wet cloth over the end of your nozzle, otherwise it will dry out. So top tip there. Now I've got my runny royal icing, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a mix. Sometimes in the bag it kind of settles and separates, so pinch the end and just give it a bit of a massage. Massage your icing to kind of mix that back together. I'm just going to squeeze a runnier icing up against the edge. So I kind of go around the edge first and then fill it in like that. It's thick enough so it doesn't sort of run over, but it's thin enough so that when I give it a shake, it will just kind of sit nice and flat, so you get a really nice clean finish. So I'm going to fill all those in now. So that is the perfect consistency, because I haven't even had to shake that, and that's now kind of like set in just how I want it. But if you do find it's a bit thick, just give it a shake and then it should settle over nice and flat. So now we're going to do its cute little hat. So it's a good idea to let that sort of dry off for about half an hour before you do the next bit. I have actually done some, here's some I made earlier. I've got some more royal icing in a darker colour. I'm going to do the outline for the hats. So just kind of like pipe along the top bit, and then you just want to kind of drop it down to go just over where you've done the face. So just like a few zigzags, and then just begin at the top again and just kind of fill that in like this. Where I've done the outline, I'm going to flood it with the darker chocolate colour. Just give it a bit of a massage. And now just exactly the same way, we're just going to go round all the way around the edge. And then fill in the middle. I'm going to give these a little bit of a shake. This is slightly thicker than the other one. Just give it a shake and then it'll be nice and flat. Do them both shaky, the acorn maracas. Leave those to set half an hour or so, and then we'll go on to doing the little kind of detailing on the top. So I've made a couple of these earlier so I can show you with that same icing that I used for the outline, and just kind of do some detail really. I'm going to go around the edge like that, and I'm just going to kind of like follow the little zigzags and then kind of just make some lines that come down to kind of create the acorny detail, if that's such a phrase. Oh no, it's the cute police have been sent over because my cookies are too adorable. Already they're cute, but now we're going to put their really sweet little kawaii faces on. Obviously you know I'm into kawaii at the moment. My new book out is kawaii cakes, and these are going to be really cute little kawaii acorns, so we'll do the faces. So you need to wait till the icing's completely set to do the faces, because we're going to add a cute little, if you have a look at the thing, am I waffling too much? I am a bit, aren't I? So the actual acorn itself, if you have a close look, it's got really cute little kind of dusty cheeks, like little white magical cheeks. So I'm going to use a little bit of dust on mine and give them some little cheeks. So they need to be dry, otherwise I would damage them, and we don't want that. So I'm going to put that down there. So I'm going to take some food colouring dusting powder. Just going to use a little bit of white and a little bit of gold. And just with a dry small paintbrush, just kind of brush that together. So I've kind of got a very, very light golden powder. And I'm just going to rub it on with my brush, like that. So now I'm just going to clean my brush off and just kind of like give them a bit more of a blend. It's time to add the faces. So they're really simple, they've got two little eyes. One, so you need to go quite close to cookie. Give it a squeeze until you've got the size you want. Stop squeezing and pull away, so two. And then the cute little smile. One of them's kind of got a like laughing face, which I quite like, so I'm going to try and do that one. Actually, he's not laughing, he's kind of more like a bit scared actually, let's say. So let's just do him. So he's kind of got an open mouth, and then using a little bit of white, just put his little teeth in. They are so cute. What do you think? I hope you all enjoy making these. So cute! So everything that you need to make these guys is just down there. And I hope you enjoyed the video. We're doing one every week, so please subscribe and enjoy those. See you soon. I can't bear to eat them.